Janeisha, there's no way in the world you don't wake up looking like that. Not possible.
I ain't gonna sleep yet, sweetie.
Oh, that's the secret. Okay. That makes all the sense in the world.
Listen, the only person that could get me to stay up at this time to talk in the morning is Rash on the radio.
Hey, hold on. Okay, wait, hold on. Since you did that, I didn't know I was gonna get that kind of love. So gotta break out the sticks. Oh
shit! Shoot. Sorry.
Introducing model extraordinaire, actress, writer, entrepreneur, Janeisha John. Oh, say JJ, how you feeling, man?
Good morning. Listen, Rashidi.
Yeah.
You literally have the best intros ever. As long as I've known you, you've had the best intros. So,
well, thank you.
I appreciate you.
Hey, come on now. All right, so let's tell the story. So you go there on business, and I knew this is how this happened, just because I'm a thinker. So I'm assuming that you go to this magazine that you were featured on. Name of the magazine is?
Elements Magazine.
All right. So I'm imagining that you go to Elements Magazine on some different business. And they saw you and was like, let me take a picture of you. And then you just took over. You sashayed, you did all what you do, and bam, on the cover.
Honestly, Elements kind of happened by surprise. So I met the photographer and the editor of the magazine. Believe it or not, on Clubhouse during COVID times.
Okay.
I was introduced by a friend that I actually shot a magazine for when I lived in New York. Years ago, when I first kind of started getting into the modeling game, right after Miss Universe. This guy named Marcus Blassingame. I went into a Clubhouse room and he just showed so much love. And he was like, this is Virgin Islands. He shot for me for this magazine when I was in New York. I was just featured then. And the photographers and the editor for the magazine was just, really impressed by all the accolades that the guy Marcus Blassingame, shout out to him, gave me in the room. And so we all connected and all of this stuff. The photographer specifically told me if I'm ever in Atlanta to reach out to him. He'd love to work with me and so forth. So I did just that. I went to Atlanta to visit my sister, DJ Mojo. DJ Mojo. And the photographer was like, yo, okay, let's do it. Same day we linked up. No, actually the next day we linked up. We shot these amazing photos. And I was styled in by this black designer named Nikki Hu. And the clothing was amazing. The vibe was amazing. It was just very organic and natural. And so he was like, I have to submit these to this magazine. I was like, okay. We submitted them. It was supposed to just be a feature. But the editor of the magazine was like, these are so fire. And I love her. And he loved everything that I'm doing with the Zeus Network. And he was like, she's our cover. And they surprised me 2 days before the cover dropped. I didn't even know the cover was dropping. I was like, what? And so I was really, really surprised. It was an amazing just experience. And then in addition to that, my boyfriend at the time, Lemuel Plummer for the Zeus Network, he got his first cover literally the same day.
Okay.
For Alpha Magazine. It was just like really cool that we both had our covers released on the same day. Like sheer coincidence. That's
sheer coincidence.
But it was definitely a great experience. So.
All right, vibe scan done. All right, now considering with your work with Zeus and your placement on the cover of this magazine, the modeling aspect of things, where does that fall with the entrepreneur and producer?
What I've learned about being here in Hollywood is that everyone kind of wears multiple hats, right? I mean, you would know, Rashidi. You wear multiple hats yourself as an entrepreneur, as a radio host. You do on-stage activity, you do promotion, you do literally everything, right? And so for a long time, I struggled with trying to identify what my title was.
Right.
And it's like, why can't I just be it all, right? Why can't I just embrace it all? And so modeling kind of came naturally. While I was doing the pageants back home, I started to take it serious, started to just, really dive in. And since being here in LA, those opportunities come all the time, like to model. I've been featured on literally everything from commercials, print ads, billboards. I mean, you name it. Like those opportunities always come. And so I had a weird moment where I was like, I didn't want to just be a model. Right. But I learned to embrace it. This is part of my journey. What else? From that, it's kind of lent into everything else that I do. From TV hosting.
What else do you do? Okay,
TV hosting. I'm a TV host. Honestly, my day-to-day is that I'm an executive at the Zeus Network. So I do everything I have a hand in everything from development, producing on the field, producing pre-production, marketing, which I actually went to UVI for and graduated with my marketing degree. I'm very keen when it comes to marketing. Shout out to UVI Buccaneers.
Yes, I.
While I'm at it, let me shout out at Complex. Let me go. But honestly, on a day-to-day, I'm one of the high-level execs at Zeus. A lot of people don't know, but I was one of the few people that really helped to get Zeus off the ground. Zeus was just an idea when I came around, and I was one of the people that was very instrumental in getting the network off the ground. So my day-to-day is I am one of the executives at the network, one of the producers that works on literally every show. So I have a handprint on every show that comes out on Zeus. And so, I'd like to think my role is important over here. And so, that's my day today. But beyond that, yes, I'm a producer, I'm a TV host, and I model. And the goal for me this year is to get into some, personal entrepreneurial goals, things that I've been wanting to get off the ground, separate from Zeus. Okay. But as Janeisha John, as Miss Virgin Islands, somebody coming home from the Virgin Islands.
You ready to disclose any of those?
What was that?
You ready to disclose any of these ideas?
Oh, not yet.
Oh.
Well, actually, one of them. I was talking to my cousin last night. He was out with me. Shout out to Trevor Julian.
Hey, what up, Trev? Yes.
Yeah, he's out here in LA too. So I was telling him last night that I really want to get a foundation off the ground. Something for my family. Something that can do a little more giving back to the community back home. So that's a major goal of mine this year for 2022. And so, I try not to talk about things before it gets done, but I don't think there's anything wrong with manifesting it a little more and bringing it to life. So that's a big goal of mine for the year.
All right. Now, today we are here to talk about your brand new single. Tell us about it.
My brand new single? I'm singing now? Wait, what? Let me know. Me.
You didn't learn anything in those studio sessions that your dad was having?
No, listen, I don't have no single, but if we're going to drop anything, I do want to drop a song that my father actually wrote years ago. All right. My sister DJ Mojo actually, she revamped it and she brought it back to life. Yeah. And she attached one of the hottest artists on the Virgin Islands.
Imagine that.
Pressure Bus Fight.
Exactly.
And so it's a song I've gone tomorrow. So at any point, it doesn't have to be right now, but if at any point you can play this song. A lot of people don't know that my father wrote this song, but this has been such an iconic song in the Virgin Islands that has such a positive message behind it. It also is somewhat of a sad undertone, but it is a song that has a positive message and one that it was created to uplift people going through difficult times and loved ones. So, if at any point you could drop "Gone Tomorrow," that would be the song that I wait.
We play it all the time, as a matter of fact. We were playing the original version here before the Pressure version came back out.
Sung by Goldfish.
Yeah. So big respect to you.
So you know that song was recorded in my father's studio. My father used to have a music studio called Mountain Sounds.
Okay, so why didn't you pick up in music for real?
Honestly, I do have some musical undertones. Like, I know how to play the alto saxophone.
Oh,
really? I know how to play the soprano saxophone. A lot of people don't know this stuff. Girl, I mean, listen, I have if y'all were to sit here and really listen to my upbringing and the things that, my family and I have been through, just being entrepreneurs on the island.
The bakery?
And, the bakery. My father used to hold reggae fest.
Yeah.
My father used to hold some of the biggest reggae fests on the island. He used to bring around, when Pressure was part of Starlion.
Yeah.
When the Starlion
Yes, that's correct.
He used to bring them over. I remember being a little kid being on stage. My father used to bring all kind of people together on stage. It was like a family thing. My mom used to be there, all of us, my sisters. And so I don't know. I was always a dancer. I always liked pageants.
Right.
Modeling and stuff. I did try going to the studio and singing every once in a while.
Yeah. And how did that go?
I don't know.
How did that go?
It didn't work out for me in that sense.
Okay.
But I do have a love for music. I do love the process. I have a lot of musical friends that I've just been amazed in there watching them go through their process, because I remember what it felt like going through that with my dad, being in the studio at a young age, just seeing all these artists come through, from Midnight Band, from Apostle, from Stroker, but everybody has actually took a step in my father's studio when it was open back in the day. So I've just been really blessed to be around a lot of the art of it all. I think it's definitely had an influence on me getting into the TV film. And believe it or not, my father's true passion is actually TV and film.
Oh, really?
My father used to write scripts when I was a kid.
Okay.
And he had this book. This we used to have the black and white notebooks.
Mm-hmm.
He had this book, and he used to write out stuff. And I remember he begged me once to type out all his scripts on the computer. But when you're young, you don't really understand the value of that stuff.
Right.
Until you get older, you're like, dang. My father and my mother was really they were planting seeds in me and my sisters, And
right.
so, now we kind of living out. So my father always jokes. He said, mountain sounds and visions, right? He always jokes that Jolisa is the sound, right. Janeisha is the visions, and then, Janella is just kind of like the heart of it all. She's the business savvy one. So
Janella's security. Making sure.
She's security, but even more than that, Janella is probably the most entrepreurial out of all of us. Like, she's the one that will get the business part of it done.
Right.
From the creative side, is like I'm more of like the visual. Jojo is more of the audio, and then Janella is like, she's the one that will hold it down and pull it all together. All
right. So is there an idea for the three of y'all to put that together in one business?
I just tell you what it is. You ain't listening, Rashidi.
For true.
They don't know yet, but the foundation is going to be a way to all of us to bring it together.
Well, you didn't quite say. You say you're going to do something, man. Okay, so that's the thing you're going to do. All right, dope. With it.
That's what I would hope. That's my goal for my family is how do we leave that imprint on the Virgin Islands? How do we give back, but also incorporate all the things that we love? And that one is it. So I'm bringing it to life. It's going to happen this year.
All right, now let's call your dad's name by name. Let's give him some credit.
Josephat John J. Fat. And then I got shout out my mommy, Liz Torres.
Yeah.
She gonna always be Liz Torres down in my heart, but she's Liz Torres. And that's the fam bam. That's mom and dad, some of the most amazing entrepreneurs and just great people that have given back to so many families and people in the Virgin Islands. I can't tell you how many people have come to the bakery. They had $1 cent in their pocket and needed some bread, needed some breakfast. Anything, donations for the organizations. Like my parents have always given back to the community and, done a lot for people. And so I'm blessed to call them mom and dad. And my mom just turned 62 2 days ago. And
she wanted you to say that?
Huh?
She wanted you to say that? 62?
No.
Because she don't look it though. Actually, your mama look good.
But we posted some pictures on Facebook. And it had the number 62 on it, so everybody knows. So she ain't back. But she looked good for her age.
For sure. She looked good for any age. Hey, but definitely, man, Josephat, that name is legendary on St. Croix. A lot to be proud of, and you're really just carrying on what he already started. So big respect to you, DJ Mojo, of course.
Thank you.
Your sister Janella is also doing great things as well. An amazing conglomerate of young women. So big respect to y'all.
Thank you.
And I am going to play the song originally written by your father, Gone Tomorrow. I'm going to put you on the spot though. Which one you want to hear? Okay. You want to hear the pressure or you want to hear the goldfish?
Ooh, why you doing me that though?
I know.
Why you doing that?
I know.
Oh my gosh.
I know.
You know what? Much love to Goldfish for putting this record out originally, and you know, it's nostalgic to hear, and I've been there a whole part of the process. But Pressure took this very, very, very special project on, took his time, his heart, put it in it. And you know, he also lost someone very, very important in his life recently. And so I would like to play that version and put it in dedication to him, as well as people like Mia Mercado, and Logan, who we just recently lost. So let's play that version.
All right, well done. Hey, thank you very much for spending some time with us, JJ. It is 5.
I love you, sweetie. Thank you.
Love
and
alone.
congrats for everything that you're doing. Thank you for having me. I'm so blessed to know you, so blessed to work with you, and so blessed to be up at 5, wherever in the morning with you.
Hey, there you go. Well, thank you very much, man. Here it is. International reggae superstar, introduced by the international supermodel from the Virgin Islands.
Hey.
Our Miss Universe, our Miss World, our Miss Virgin Islands, Janeisha John. Here's Pressure with Gone Tomorrow.